From orchestrating a hit-and-run accident scene for an already dead body to buying bodies from mortuaries, these are just some of the desperate lengths that some people took to defraud their insurance companies at the height of the pandemic. The Association for Savings and Investment South Africa says local life insurers reported a 12% increase in fraudulent claims last year. Most of the cases, a whopping 2,282, involved funeral claims. Well, to help us dig deeper, we're now joined by Govender, the convener of ASISA's Forensics Standing Committee. Megan, over R500 million lost due to fraud in the life insurance sector in just 1 year. Companies have seen some shocking cases. Tell us some of the things that you've seen.
Thank you, and good morning to your listeners. Yes, 2020 has been quite a remarkable year in terms of what we've seen coming through on the claims fraud side. We've seen some trends specifically in the funeral space where people have used the waiting period of 6 months to submit claims, where they place a body on the side of a road and claim it as an unnatural death. We've also seen syndicates buying bodies from mortuaries and using that to take out life cover. And once they have the funeral cover in place, they wait for the 6 months to pass before they register the debt with Home Affairs, and obviously then submit the claims to the insurer. We've also seen exploitation of some of our poor communities, where individuals approach the unsuspecting consumer.
I think we're struggling a little bit with our connection to Megan there, but some of those stories are absolutely crazy. And the one he was describing right at the beginning, Annika, was one where because if someone passes away due to natural causes, they have to wait a certain period before they can claim the insurance. And so people are taking dead bodies, staging hit-and-run accidents, putting the dead body in front of a car, and then trying to claim the death as an unnatural death so that they can get the insurance payout. It's crazy just how desperate people are. So there's the desperate people, and then there's also the criminal element to it, where criminals are now taking advantage of the funeral insurance policies. We're trying to get our guest back on the line, and we'll get to him as soon as we can. But it's...
Who sits and thinks this out? I mean, this is quite a complex kind of plan.
Yeah.
It's one of the ones that we were talking about this morning was, and I'm sure that Megan will tell you about it too, was where they are getting addicts, for instance, and people with substance abuse issues, and they're convincing them to take out life insurance policies and then trying to kill them.
And then they kill them, exactly. It's an absolutely crazy world that we're living in. Megan is back with us now. Megan, my colleague Annika and I were just talking about some of the stories that you were relaying. How are these criminal elements able to get away with this? Why is funeral insurance such a soft target?
It's a soft target largely due to the fact that there's very little underwriting requirements for these products. So it's literally, you can approach an intermediary or alternatively directly through the insurer. So it's easy to get the cover, and if you're prepared to wait, the waiting period of 6 months, you can literally get whatever cover that you want. I think it's up to about 50,000 to 100,000 in most cases. In cases where there's underwriting required, the requirements is a bit more onerous. So funeral policies are a soft target across our industry.
Megan, people have definitely gotten more desperate due to the economic effects of the pandemic. But these numbers were pretty high even before the pandemic, weren't they?
Yes, look, fraudulent claims in the funeral space has been historically a problem, largely because of it, being very easy for individuals and syndicates to exploit. And if you look at the value chain when it comes to death, you have a funeral parlor, you have a doctor involved, you have hospitals, you have the home affairs involved. It's a whole value chain. And if you are able to tap into that value chain, it becomes very easy to exploit.
How does this exploitation, this defrauding of insurance companies affect the innocent people who have put the policies in place and the innocent people who are trying to claim from these policies?
So one of the knock-on effects of fraudulent policies is, we now need to take longer to process a claim. So some companies have a 4-hour turnaround time to pay out a funeral claim. And with all the validations that now needs to happen in the background, it impacts on, for a start, customer service. We have innocent clients that are waiting, for an insurance payout to bury their dead. They're deep, they're close relatives. And because of fraudsters, we have to put in place additional controls to mitigate those risks.
Well, Megan, thank you so much for affording us the time. Megan Govender, he's the convener of ASISA's Forensics Standing Committee. There is a massive uptick in funeral insurance fraud because of the economic effects of the pandemic and because of criminal elements taking advantage of people's desperation. Let's move on.